What's going on? I hope you're happy, healthy, doing the things you love doing with those you love doing them with. Before I even start, I'm going to have to say this, right? It's a little bit of a disclaimer. I have got my neighbors. They're currently doing some work. So if you're hearing some drills before I even deliver that message, just giving you a heads up. It's not going to change the actual messaging, but I have to say it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm like, oh, here's your message, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that, I'm going to do, right? And then the next minute you're hearing like drilling sounds. And I can't just be like, look, let me ignore it. All right? I have to be real. So yes, let's get into your reading. Okay, let's see. Before I even start, you need to like, comment, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. As well as if you're looking for paid services such as readings, rituals, mentorship, all you got to do is click the link in the description, which will take you to my website. You can connect to me via Instagram or TikTok, Sorcerer X. DM me clarity. Let me know your situation. Alternatively, you can always go to my email, which is also on my description. So that's all I've got to say for now, and let's see what things are going on. Okay, so the energy that I feel is there's recently a shift. There's recently been a realization of your own truth. You may even feel like, oh, what is my truth? That's okay. The energy is all aligning towards a new start, a new opportunity, a recent changing of events leading to a change of mindset, a epiphany, a thought. You want to go into the spiritual realms, a spiritual awakening. So all of these things are all encompassing a massive change in your life that is solely going to direct a higher form of consciousness of understanding why you are valued, why you are loved, why you're cared for, why all of the questions you may have asked, it's being answered. And this is all to do with removing the weeds, planting new seeds. You may have even thought like the changing of your mindset has changed towards one spectrum to another spectrum, but that's okay because that's a period where you're effectively needing to question all avenue to have a wholesome part of yourself. This is when I say a changing of energy, it isn't just a single angle. We're talking about the idea of questioning your own thoughts and ideas that's led you here, which is great. But for you to break certain situations such as limiting beliefs or even a fear of the feeling of that fear, it's just an illusion, but you needing to realize it's just an illusion. All of this is part of your journey. It may be feeling that it's a bit uncomfortable, but transitions, transformations, growing pains, they're all part of the norms in relations towards the big changes that are ahead. Now, it's like with a establishment, a business. The head of the company changes. There is an absolute changing of the guard in terms of like leadership, roles, people that may have had responsibilities. They may be relieved of their duties or they may be given a different responsibility. Those transitions, even when they try to say it's a smooth transitions, it's never as easy as what it says. Now, when we bring it back towards you, the idea of change is simply something that you've got to embrace. And the change is coming whether you view it as something positive, which I would want you to, and I'm co-signing this, to go with the change being completely positive in your life. All right? It's the same way that one has to change their thoughts. It may be something challenging, but the idea is all outcomes are something that's going to be even more positive for you. So how could that ever be a bad thing if you encompass a affirmation that solely is for your own benefit and solely for those that you feel as if it's still connected to you? Now, if it's in relations towards how you view certain things, such as your way of lifestyle, your way of thinking, maybe it's something not conventional for you at this moment in time. But if it pushes you to a better version of yourself, let's just say you may be feeling a sense of trauma that may have triggered these changes, right? Because we've got the devil card. However, if it brings a light towards the darkness within, i.e. your shadow, and that you're purging away from the shadow towards the light, how could that be ever bad? Spirit saying to me that if you choose love itself, and that's within your self-love, the choice of love, the choice of care, I'm just covering this because I do not want to get demonetized. The love of the card is there. You will systematically feel peace within yourself and the people around you. And that the only people will only benefit this is yourself and the people that you love. So things such as you look back in the past and perhaps you've put so much energy on certain things such as mistakes. Are they mistakes? Or even if you're thinking that you may have feared that you're potentially going to make the wrong decision, it's never the wrong decision. There's always a day to change. There's always a direction to go to the other direction, to change, to steer the ship. But as long as you do it with the understanding that your energy is all to do with love, care, and respecting your own truth, how could it ever be wrong? You are changing an identity that ultimately will help you overcome those narratives that you've perhaps been programmed from the past. What the idea of it is a set of truths, a new version of you, and an understanding that you are moving in a way that you've never have been in your life, that perhaps you've been moving with the times, but the times now has to move with you, that you're reaching a level of consciousness that you yourself, if it scares you, it's okay, because it's meant to evolve you to a point where it doesn't scare you, where the normalities of it is a situation where, of course, I'm used to changes with the sun card. I mean, the star card, the star is technically a sun. But if we're being real with ourselves, if these things are there to normalize the big changes, in that situation where the changes and transformations in your life actually become more smoother, that you are a guide in your life as well as the guides that you have in your life. And in fact, it's something that will be very pivotal in the way you see life and feel life and how you are feeling a great sense of empowerment. I've also got the King of Swords and the Six of Cups. So my thing is this: to tackle one's energy, to deal with certain things that you may have felt very hard done by or hurt, or even going through a process of just reminiscing about things that maybe you felt a great sense of injustice. Let it go. Forgive yourself. Yes, forgive yourself and let it go, and empower you. You know, those times are here to shape you to be a changing that will ultimately not cause divide within your mindset or cause divide within the people that you love or even just yourself. But it's meant to cause a powerful impact in your life that you can say that I am, despite all of that I am. And I'm here, and now I am never ever going to lose that sense of it. Because no matter what happens, I grow as I go, and that I evolve as I know. It's beautiful. It's the strongest case of you reaching a higher level and a high propensity of wanting to not just evolve from a physical, mental. This is from a consciousness that is seen by many that, let's say, you would align towards the channelers and the people that you really have a high regard for getting guidance from people that you see on YouTube, even for myself. But the understanding of it all is to understand that the deep love isn't just about pleasure. It's flourishing with fulfillment and living a life that doesn't seem like you're being held to anything. In fact, the choices, what you make is what's going to empower you because you know these things. All right? If this resonates, or if you need guidance in relations towards empowering yourself, or you need help regarding just an overall spiritual map, I do paid services such as readings or ritual work or mentorship. All you got to do is DM me clarity on my Instagram or on TikTok, so X, and let me know your situation. The alternatives are if you can't message me on social media, you can click the link in the description that will take you to my website, or you can email me, and that email is actually in the description too. That was your reading, and I'm the Sorcerer. Take care.